Hello everyone and welcome back. I am as always Inquisitor Aura and this is how to actually roleplay in World of Warcraft, and today we're going to be taking a look at some basic role-playing etiquette. Now this video is going to be geared towards just general etiquette things as well as some very minor Total Roleplay 3 specific things that I would like to point out, since Total Roleplay 3 is my mod of choice. If it is not your mod of choice, please let me know in the comment below and I will start including things for my roleplay in XRP as well. Now the first thing that I think is most important when it comes to role-playing etiquette is clearly indicating if you are IC or in character or OOC, which is out of character. This is very important because letting other role players know what your current IC status is will maximize your role-playing opportunities. There have been many occasions that I've seen missed role-playing opportunities because one person didn't realize that they were marked as OOC. The in-character, out-of-character indication doesn't just have to be clear to others, it has to be clear to you. And on Total Roleplay 3, up in the action bar, there is a button you can click on that will switch your status back and forth. And anybody who mouses over your portrait will immediately be able to tell if you're in character or out of character based on the dot that is next to your name. If it is green, you're in character. If it is red, you... The second thing is to use emotes. Emotes or /E are the best way to set the tone of your speech. It's very simple to just type whatever you want to say in /say, but that leaves a lot of context up to the readers. They may not get a sense of your mood this way. Now, if you're role-playing with people you've role-played with a lot, that's not necessarily the case, but since this is for new role-players, it's better to give people a sense of what you're doing, how you're feeling, and what you're trying to say through the context of emotions. And emoting is the best way to do that. Instead of simply typing whatever you want and say, try to frame your speech in an emote. This makes it much easier for your RP partners to understand what you're trying to portray. They will then be more comfortable responding back because they will understand the emotional context of your words and can respond in kind. Be descriptive, but not too wordy, at least not in casual roleplay. Scripted group RP may be completely different, and paragraphs, walls of text are more acceptable there, but in situations like this, keep it brief, keep it simple. Third, pay attention to the RP styles of the people around you and make sure you clearly indicate your own role-playing style. This is usually indicated by words in people's profiles like para, mirror, dark, comedic, things of that nature. Most of these are pretty easy to understand. It's not hard to figure out what they're going for. Para means paragraph. These people like to use longer emotes, so you may have to be patient with them as they type their responses. Mirror means that their roleplay style is flexible and that they mirror the style of the person they are interacting with. Most of the rest of them pretty self-explanatory, and there are a wide variety of style denominations. None of them are universal, so pick whatever suits best for you. Make sure your style is clearly labeled as well. There are very few universal standard names for RP styles, so if you're confused by one that you see, make sure you ask. This next one gets a little on the touchy side, but it's essential for role-playing etiquette that role players understand what god modding and metagaming are and to avoid them completely. God modding is a style of roleplay that is the heart of what role players call Mary Sue syndrome, in that a character is flawless and perfect, cannot be harmed, and is the master of one-upsmanship. A god modder is almighty, omniscient, and an absolute pain in the ass to deal with. This is frowned on by almost all role players and is, I've found, actually quite boring. Role-playing characters with flaws and weaknesses is much more fun, both for myself and for others, so try to avoid god modding as much as possible. Metagaming is almost as bad. Metagaming is taking things that are known and learned out of character and using the knowledge in character. There's a very simple rule for this. Any knowledge not gained of other people, outside situations, anything, through roleplay is knowledge that you do not have in character, and it is vitally important to keep out of character and in character information separate. Next comes to interacting physically with other characters. When you try to touch someone, shove someone, punch someone, throw a bottle at someone in a role-playing setting, it is best to phrase this action as an attempt. By making it an attempt, say, to attack someone in a bar, you are being courteous to that player's player. You can give the player a chance to react and consent to the action being taken upon their character. This is especially important. Sometimes an RPer would rather not be attacked. Sometimes they'll roll with it. Either way, it is their choice, and phrasing it as an attempt is the polite way of giving them a chance to either accept or back out. And finally, don't hog the role-playing spotlight. RP is for everyone, so make sure that everyone you are role-playing with gets a chance to roleplay, to have their character's voice heard, and to have fun. Because after all, isn't that what RP is for? Well, that is going to be it from me for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to comment below and don't forget to subscribe. I also have a Patreon. The link is in the description box below, as well as up in my channel header art. So if you want to help me improve my video quality, make sure you stop on by and donate. Remember, your donations go directly to things to improve the quality of my videos and may lead to more videos per week. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great week, have a great weekend, and I will see you again in Azeroth.